the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Noles ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give is to Miller. Breaks the tackle. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Offense with jumbo personnel. From the gun, it's Miller. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Push is ahead. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Quarterback keeper. Turning it on. Enough to move the chains. Inside the 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Driving forward, it's Miller. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. He'll take it himself. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Under pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. He goes down for a loss on the return.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He'll try to do it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Long way to go on second down. Here's some daylight. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Third and 6 yards to go. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Guys, look at this. You're surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Snaps on fourth down. And it's caught, and he is stopped short. You have to get past the marker on that route.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Hard running there. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got an alley. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming. Second down coming up. Got some green grass on the stop. The Knowles in the hurry up. Past the 6. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On the ground, it's Chroma. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Give to the running back. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Seminoles have this offense rolling.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Makes the grab down the middle. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Buying time to his right. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Lots of running room. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. They're all over him. Inside the 15. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Miller. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off, and this opportunity to put something on the board, Dave.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Hits inside. It's Chroma. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Chroma. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back.
Throws it deep. He's got it along the sideline. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown Seminoles. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Miller with the ball. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Just feeds the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Gets the back moving. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He makes the catch at the 10. yards from their own 11-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Rolls right. Bought a little time. Lets it go. That one's not even close. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The DBs will back off a bit. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that one's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And that's a really good job by this offense. I like it, man. Go 5 wide. You can tell right away you got a running back out wide. The corner stays out there so you know it's zone coverage. He sits down like a wide receiver. Really nice job working the outside part of the field. Quarterback, running back on the same page for the nice completion.
2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Fires on the move. Nearly intercepted.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. The short hands, it's Mays. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Taylor wants to throw it. Moves to his right. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the number 17 team, the Missouri Tigers.
He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
And it's the Florida Atlantic Owls, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started.
The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start.
The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
And he's brought down after a short gain. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Finds his target. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Fires to the big fella. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Taylor wants to throw. Unloads it left. And they can't make the play on third down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Needs it here on fourth down. Right down the middle. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense or take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. They'll need a bunch on second down.
And another big run by the quarterback, and he's been doing it all game long. Different ways, different styles. All you know is he's over 100 yards for the game, and the defense hasn't been able to do anything about it.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. They want to run it left here. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's changing the play. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Keeps it himself. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They are stuck deep nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Uh-oh, look out. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Good job just to get rid of that one. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Noles headed quickly to the line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. Comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Taylor wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fires downfield. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Lets it fly. Right side, it's Chroma. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here comes the heat. Left side is Anderson.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they can't make the connection on third down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snaps on fourth down. Finds his man. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing.
And here's the third interception of the night. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Goes out of bounds at the 13, and man, is this offense set up now.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Out wide right, it's Bowman. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
This is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Mays. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots. All
right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
See some running room. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Third and 6 yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Rushes on. Breaks loose. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. Both of these teams are high-caliber felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the